Mama, me file analysis on the international break. No, then more interest on Hasselhoff and Brekum Chelsea game. No, so you can in Abunayako. Isn't it? Frankly speaking, one of the difficult jobs to do as a coach, say who lead England to a major tournament. Now the reason why it's so difficult, say, coach you will lead the Three Lions into a major tournament near say. One, Vincent. Say a major tournament like World Cup and Euros. Even before kickoff, there is something I found the historic backing. There are some nations who have before kickoff crampono. History be a back almost say World Cup way because on what some track recorder a back almost say in the World Cup or win the Euros no or me able to compete. But a coach will lead the Three Lions of England to Euros or World Cup, Vincent. Yana historic back and back England no yana of them. Because in terms of Euros, England team boasts of having a single Euros recent trophy. And then again, in terms of World Cup, the last time they won recent around 59 years ago. In say they are moving to a certain tournament. Let's work out okay, some back can be historic in favor of England anyhow. It depends on the coach, the tactics. Plus the players to go and conjure that magic. No? But unlike other teams like ABA, the Italian national team, the Argentine national team, or the Brazilian national team, it tells you, say, to be able to handle the Three Lions, no, listen, the first thing you face, say, there is a certain historic crisis, facing the Three Lions in major tournament. Again, the next name, England, is difficult, no? Listen, the pressure from the fans, and then again, how huge the English media, it will say, within the national team. It's coming home, no dear. It is an anthem. And the pressure behind is coming home, no, huge. And then again, so we're a coach. We're supposed to handle the press. So one here, we may take some decisions for you. One here, we're caught tournament, and we're caught on the wrong side. In this, I handle historic crisis we are. You are having the press. You are having the national team fans to deal with before making sure, say, you can be successful as a coach. So the next, difficult. Say, in terms of quality, generationally, England ain't like quality that. In the call-up and selection crampono, it may turn into a certain headache for you as a manager. But come here, say, Thomas Tuchel, prove say, he's the master at the job. Now, the reason why Thomas Tuchel gradually, prove say, within England, though there is pressure, though it is difficult to do, no, but prove say he's the master at post near servicing. One, so nation be the first thing to do near say, we create a certain rapport with the fan base. Now, that game against Wales, Thomas Tuchel say, one Philip fans in the presence at Wembley. Then the next game against Latvia, fans responded here. And after the game, Thomas Tuchel said, yeah, he loved what the fans showed. Gradually, Thomas Tuchel tries to create a certain relationship between the players and the fans. Obviously, so when you the right, the likely will succeed in so the next thing, Thomas, I feel say it's good, near say, the boldness in terms of the player selection. Listen, who can be bold to say, me Frederick Bellingham when he's fit? But Thomas Tuchel say, though you are fit, but you must convince me on merit. Listen, I mean the discuss but Thomas because I am the man that puts boldness. The next one here, listen, in the midfield, it was between Adam Watson, the fans' favorite, plus Elliot Anderson. The media were campaigning for Adam Watson. And the Thomas Tuchel said, Dabi, me pay Abrante first Elliot Anderson. Listen, he was bold enough to drop Abrante first Adam. Proper player in terms of GM, but also on pen, he wants Abrante first Elliot Anderson. Bold decision. Nah, apart from say we bold, no. The next piece at Thomas take here, which I love so much, say, England, to be honest, obey federally in service, and you don't have a DNA characterized by the English national team. But Thomas said, Chirac less or person or not as a German, obey introduce a certain national identity for the Three Lions. In the recent coaches be a firm with a master of the whole pitch. Because a coach be a master of the whole pitch, listen.
say attack here or take advantage of the entire diameters of the park. As in say, Thomas Tuchel present the team to make sure say, or you see wide spaces no more. Then they'll make sure they'll maximize the half spaces and then find a way to capitalize on the zone 14. Into this an identity, Thomas Tuchel try say, or build it within the space of England because listen, for the inside, you don't see a single identity really apart from the wingless one that's out from the UCA in 1966. No. Into Thomas Tuchel gradually. He is trying to cultivate a certain identity for the Three Lions. And to be able to be successful, identity is very key. Thomas is doing that. This is the next thing he say. England for say the national team is over dependent on Harry Kane. But Thomas man will say Harry Kane is a good player. And for me, I will find a way to play a way get where suit Harry Kane more to score more goals. Because when you say Harry Kane in goals now, there will be much pressure. Na check in favor of branch Harry Kane whenever they are attacking. Or to me, a certain triangle in deep areas. There are wide triangles left and right. Now, be a space in my branch friends Harry Kane into all the time or receive born as a free man. And every coach be a per se, only the best from the key player within every national team. And Thomas Tuchel is doing that. The next thing, listen, I acquire add the eventfulness and directness into the Three Lions team. Listen, Thomas open possession power. But to be able to make sure, say, England game will flow, there will be a lot of directness, eventfulness within England's style of play, no, something key. Now, that game against Latvia, a single pass from John Stones was able to locate Anthony Gordon. Now, Gordon far born, he was able to move into tight space and make sure, say, or sound eventful to find the back of the net. And it tells you, say, after the identity, no, or also had a certain spark be within the players. Now, one secret quality of Thomas, and I say Thomas Tuchel on a servicing, or a specialist. And then he was also a perfectionist. Now, because a coach be a perfectionist, listen, or demanding more than enough. On a standard, any standard. Say, quality 100%, I have to most percent, we are more, I can 100% no. Now, the decision say, about dropping Adam Watson for a lot Anderson, they say. So what you mean now? We are good players on the ball as DMs. But Thomas Tuchel say, a lot Anderson no, but making sure say, about perfecting me craft to mommy as a defensive player than a branch of Adam Watson. Now ever since a lot Anderson moved into the national team, we send the performance no, quite a cost. Now in terms of profile, say Thomas Tuchel presenting the team now, or brought the double pivot. Declan Rice as pivot 2, Elliot Anderson as pivot 1. Na secret ni Rice a proper ball career. Elliot Anderson a ball career but passes any strength pa. Into a balance between a ball career and then it will be a listen, what we possible ni. Now don't forget, say attack more. Anderson need to make sure so we free Declan Rice. So about the goals making again because recent times at Arsenal no. Rice had goals all the time. Now Elliot Anderson is serving as the defensive watchdog all the time or shielding the back two. Also making sure some freedom for the fallen players to enjoy spaces. This is the role what designer also say. Elliot Anderson will fit better than Adam Watson. This is another bold decision from Thomas Tuchel. Nah, the funny thing is, listen. So checking Adam branch of friends say Elliot Anderson now. That game against Latvia, or completely 121 passes, the most for English players since 2008. It tells you say the kind of tragedy now fire, no, it is yielding results. The boy wasn't known. The boy wasn't the fans' favorite. But listen, he commanded the national team call up. No, he came in showing for. I think he said that's something good. Though it's difficult to handle the Three Lions, but Thomas Tuchel gradually, he is more than a coach, more of a psychologist. Find a way to side players and stay around them to get results. I think that's something good and the improvement from Thomas Tuchel. Listen, the Mundial is awaiting them. Let's see whether Thomas can bring some revenge and I say can take your moment to bring the kind of generation. In terms of the Mundiano. Listen, I've some folk ball away to Brekum Chelsea. Now, no crap pioneer say. So checking the two coaches on board now. To be honest, season bia say any coach prepare the team. Yes, I coach you prepare say so if you can as a folk or the beginning. That is the standard in the Ghana Premier League. Nah, so check some Obodwa. this season at home against Kumasa Sandi Kodoko, Olusi, and that is one of the biggest tests in the league. Or something facing the second biggest test in the league, which is against Accra Suffolk. A big test for him. But there Bakwa, some of the struggle near say. Ever since our move from Accra Suffolk, he is struggling to always have that muscles again for Martin.